Hello, everyone, again. This is my second podcast, and I hope it's beneficial, and I hope you're enjoying it. Give some time to yourself to watch, to listen, to comment, and to share. Today, we will talk about anger control. A very important topic everyone suffer from, controlling his anger. Actually, of course, you all know, anger is an emotion we all feel. And yet, so many of us feel ashamed or embarrassed for having it, especially when they blow in the moment or on the spot. We might think anger means we're failing somehow, or we're not spiritual enough or mature enough. But here's the truth. Anger is natural. It's part of being human. It's part of our emotions and feelings. Anger is like an alarm system telling us something needs attention. Maybe we feel disrespected, hurt, or afraid. The problem isn't feeling anger. The problem is what we do with it. This is the question. What do we do with anger? I'll share a story together with you. Once someone said something deeply hurtful to me. Instead of pausing, I fired back with words I instantly regretted. My anger had taken the wheel and it crashed the whole moment. Afterward, I realized that the few seconds I didn't take to pause cost me hours, even days of guilt and strained relationships. So now, when I feel anger rising, I try to remember this technique. Just pause, take a breath, take a deep breath. Name the feeling, I am angry. Ask why, what's hurting me right now, and decide the next step. Sometimes that next step is speaking calmly. Sometimes it might be walking away for a moment. Sometimes we'll go have a cup of coffee or listen to nice, calm music, relax, and then move on again. Anger doesn't have to explode. We can transform it into something healthier, like honest conversations, setting maybe boundaries, or protecting ourselves from harm. Anger can be powerful fuel, but only if we control it rather than letting it control us. So the key is never let anger control you. Always be the one in control. Here are some stories, short story about anger control. The first one, it's called The Nail in the Fence. There was once a boy with a very hard or bad temper. One day his father gave him a bag of nails and told him, every time you get angry, hammer a nail into this wooden fence. The first day the boy drove 37 nails into the fence. As days went on, he learned to control his temper, and the number of nails slowly decreased. Eventually, he stopped getting angry altogether. His father then said, now, for every day you stay calm, pull one nail out. Time passed, and finally, the boy removed every single nail. Proud, he told his father. The father walked him to the fence and said, you've done very well, but look at the holes in the fence. Even if you remove the nails, the marks remain. Anger is like that. A harsh word can leave a scar. A hurting word can leave a scar, even if you say sorry after. So learn to stay calm and to control your feelings before the damage occurs, before the damage happens. The moral of the story, anger is natural, as I told you, and as we said, it's a natural feeling with all humans. But uncontrolled anger can hurt others and leave deep wounds. So it's better to pause, take a deep breath, and respond with care rather than regret words later. Now I'll share some quotes to remember. Speak when you are angry, and you will make the best speech you will ever regret. This was said by Ambrose Bierce, a Roman emperor and Stoic who believed in self-control and rational thinking. He said, how much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the cause of it. Meaning, the things that make us angry usually don't cause as much harm as our reaction does. So always the reaction is more damaging than the act of being angry itself. That's why we have to learn to try to stay calm. The second quote I'll share with you, it was said by or wrote by a Rome philosopher, Seneca. He wrote an entire essay called On Anger. You can Google it, you can read about it. It's one of the oldest works about anger management, anger control. One of the quotes he said, "No plague has caused the human race more." It's about anger. It means anger caused lots of violence, regret, and destruction to human beings. According to Seneca, anger isn't a strength. It's a very dangerous tool or weapon. We have to learn how to master, how to control. So technically, it's a very dangerous weapon that we need to master, according to him. Buddha, of course, the famous Indian philosopher, he taught mindfulness and detachment from destructive emotions like anger. And also he have lots of books and sayings. From his quotes, he said, "Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die." Meaning, anger harms you more than the one you're angry at. Forgiveness and compassion are always the cure. So the fourth quote by Confucius, Chinese philosopher, he focused on ethics and harmony in relationships. And he quoted, "When anger rises, think of the consequences." Because as we said before, the consequences are more damaging than anger itself. Meaning, before you speak or act in anger, pause, reflect. Your actions may do lasting harm. The fifth quote I will share with you by Aristotle, Greek philosopher. He believed anger is natural, of course, but must be expressed wisely. Wisely, it means to have control on it. He said, anybody can become angry. That is easy. But to be angry with the right person, to the right degree, and the right time, that is not easy. Meaning, it's okay to feel anger, but the wise person controls it and expresses it justly and calmly. Anybody can become angry. That is easy. But to be angry with the right person, the right degree, and the right time, that is not easy. Meaning, it's okay to feel anger, but the wise person controls it and expresses it justly and calmly. Now, in summary, these philosophers agree that anger is powerful and often very harmful. Anger should be controlled, not suppressed or unleashed. Real strength is in patience, calm, and wisdom. And here, let me tell you, from my experience, through age, the more you grow, the more you have experience, the more life will squeeze you in tough and chaotic situations, the more wise you will be, the more understanding you will be, the more calm you will be, and definitely you will be able to control your anger more. Now, for the young generations, you will tell me you have not went through these experiences. What can they do to control and to act as wise as the people who passed through experiences wider in life? This is the aim of our podcasts. These are the advices we are giving. These are the things that we are sharing with you from the experiences of the people before. That's why listen to it and apply it in your real life. This was our podcast for today. I hope it's beneficial. I hope you enjoy it. And as I told you, please, anyone who have any story to tell that can be of help to others, any experience to share with others, you can just text me, and we are always willing to meet you, to interview you, and to talk together about other topics that can be of help for others. God bless you all, and Follow me, share, and see you soon again in another new podcast.